All right. Welcome, everybody, to our webinar on school application strategies. My name is Karen, and I am the Web Content and Social Media Specialist at SchoolFinder. I'm joined today with an exciting panel. We have Sandie Matheson, who is a former guidance counselor and lives in Saskatoon. And I also have Lauri Aesoph from ApplyBC, who will be here to moderate some questions in regards to the application systems that we have in our presentation. Okay, so just a little bit about SchoolFinder and what we're all about. So we run a group of websites, one of which is schoolfinder.com, and we also have scholarshipscanada.com, Study in Canada, and Grad School Finder, and there are over 2,000 college and university profiles on our system, as well as more than 23,000 scholarships. So what really is our mission? What are we all about? So we help we help students find schools and schools find students, because we definitely believe in an educated planet. So this is a little introduction that I have for Sandie. She's been an educator for quite some time with 20 years of diverse experience, and she has worked in Saskatchewan and Manitoba in the private and public school systems. So definitely if you have any questions, Sandie would be the person to ask, and we will be offering a question and answer session at 2 breaks within our webinar. And again, you can type in those questions in the right-hand side of your screen. There's a little question box, and we will address your questions during the break. And Sandie has, so she studied postgraduate courses in counseling and adolescent psychology, and so her passion is to assist high school students with career planning. Now, Lauri Aesoph from ApplyBC, who is our other panelist, she's the manager of operations for BC Campus, and that is a service that supports the BC public post-secondary institutions. So Lauri will be able to answer any questions you have about the service, and also perhaps some of the application processes that we will be discussing. Okay, and a quick overview of what we will be discussing. We will first do a quick recap on searching for schools. We did have a webinar last month about the school search, but this is just a good refresher as you go through the application process. We will also go into how to apply, if ranking your school and program choices matter, as well as other options, so Plan B, so choosing a safety school, and lastly, funding your studies for scholarships and other financial aid options. Okay, so first things first. When you're searching for schools, there are certain priorities you need to consider, and it can be like very, very overwhelming. This is a list of priorities that you should consider when looking for the school of your choice. Definitely, when I applied to university the first time around, I applied to and took 2 different bachelor programs, but the first program that I took was psychology. And the reason why I chose the school I chose was because it was close to home, and I wanted something that I didn't have to commute for a very long period of time to go to, and also the school I had was offering a scholarship, so I definitely enjoyed that. So I chose to go to York University to study psychology the first time around, and those were some of the priorities that I considered when choosing my school. But definitely for you, it may be different. You may want something that has a more vibrant campus, that has a more vibrant student life, or maybe there are certain sports or clubs or activities that you're interested in that you would want to consider when choosing your school. So basically on our website, I'm going to swap out of that right now and go to our website. And just to give you a taste of what, when you're searching for schools, what things to consider, we do have a compare option, so you can look at prerequisites. I just typed in psychology into the search box, and I selected program name as my filter. So we can do a quick search just to see what's available on our website. You can type in anything, any program you'd like. I'm just using psychology as an example. What I will do now is view all the programs, or schools rather, that offer the psychology program, and I'm going to pick a few that look interesting. So right now, let's see, maybe I'll pick Bishop's, and maybe, let's see, Booth looks interesting, and there's more on the next page, but just for example purposes, I'm going to choose these three in Grenfell campus. So you make your choices in the right-hand column, and you click the Compare button, and everything comes up in a chart with 3 columns. So you can compare up to 3 schools, or 3 programs rather, on our system, and this gives you a good visual look at what is available. So if you're interested in a school that has a smaller enrollment, smaller size, then that's something to look at. So for example here, Booth College is a lot smaller versus a much bigger campus like Grenfell campus, Memorial University. And here you can look at your prerequisites, which is really important. So just say, for example, you're interested in applying to a psychology program, you can definitely look to see that grade 12 English is the same throughout. You will need mathematics for your application to Booth College, and you will need a grade 12 mathematics, science, or a 4th category in order to go to Grenfell campus. So that's just an example of some of the things that you can look at. Also, if you want to look for more information on a program, you can click on that link. You can also request information as well through that interface. And you would just look up the profile and look up the information of the program here. So this is just another view of that. As well, on the left-hand side, there are some schools and some programs to consider. But I will go back to this later on in our presentation when we talk about Plan B. All right, so after you've gone through your search and you've decided on some schools that you're interested in applying to, you thought of a program and you looked and researched for some schools, other things you may also want to consider are ranking or rating systems for schools. So we have Maclean's Magazine, the Globe and Mail University Report that comes out annually, and also the Association of Canadian Universities and Colleges. Sandie put this together actually, so if you have any questions specifically about ratings and reports, then you can definitely inquire about that during our question session. Okay, and again, so using the School Finder website, you can get comprehensive information in terms of like what prerequisites are involved for your program, program description, and also some more information on different aspects of the program when you're doing your search. So I think it's about time to break for a question, poll question rather.